afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Tyler Mahle will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Afternoon for Washington.
Here now is Trey Turner to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
1-1, here it comes. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Ready on 1-2. Popped up. And no one will track it down. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called as he drops in a beauty there, and that's the first out of the afternoon. Now in the box, Adam Eaton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
The windup and the 0-1. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto to the plate now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
Throw on Devado will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score. Austin Voth is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Now at the plate, Jesse Winker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, the left fielder, Captain Winker.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope.
Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Winker in front, 3 balls and a strike. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Popped him up. Suzuki has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
At the plate, Joey Votto. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Votto, a 36-year-old veteran. He was taken in the second round during the 2002 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And the pitch.
No, that's good.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger, 2 away.
One thing to know is not
Batting
all
third,
strikeouts are created
the third
equal.
baseman,
Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Eugenio Suarez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Two and 0.
Outside, that's the ball.
Fouled away. The 2-1 home.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. So here's the cleanup hitter, Howie Kendrick. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
Castellanos is there to put it away for route number one.
The catcher, number 28, Kurt Suzuki.
At the plate, Kurt Suzuki. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
Suzuki is currently third in the league amongst catchers in all-star fan balloting.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
2-0 count, the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Starlin Castro.
So here's Starlin Castro. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Come on, Red.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
No doubt about that, Matt. A combo platter, combined shutout yesterday. Hopefully they can continue to throw more zeros up in this one today.
To short. Senzel's got it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Nationals gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Moustakas. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First offering on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card, you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Gloved by Kendrick. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Coming to the plate now, Nicholas Castellanos. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Castellanos, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2. Nick Senzel is on deck. 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Nick Senzel.
comes the first pitch.
Ball one.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0 home.
Hey.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
The 1-1 home.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game.
Let's go, Cincy.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here it comes. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player. Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Victor Robles digging in now. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Robles is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
We don't get to see the glove toss enough, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Austin Voth, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Third inning, no score to this point. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for Washington. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In now for the Reds, Kurt Casale, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Batting 8.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Now at the plate, number 4. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and a strike.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
So now to the plate, Tyler Mahle. As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
2 balls, no strikes.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
2 out, nobody on. Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
Hey, I know that swing wasn't a thing of beauty right there, but I don't mind the aggression right there. Manager letting him swing in a 2-0 count. He's just got to keyhole it a little bit more.
Swing and a line drive, and the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
And he fouls this one off. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Mahle is off at first with 2 away. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And it's fouled away. Here comes the payoff pitch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
In is Joey Votto now. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Comes set, the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes, the count. Let's go, Cincy!
In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2.
Let's go, Red, come on!
Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Ball 1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch.
3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
The next 3-2. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
In now is Adam Eaton, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Come on, control the guy.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. A runner at second, nobody out. fastball called for strike 2.
Down 0-2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line softly toward the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
The left fielder.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a nod.
Here now is Juan Soto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Soto, just 21 years of age. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 1-0 home.
Hey.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Senzel brings it in to second for 1, but they will not have a shot at 2. He's safe at first, and that will plate our opening marker of the ball game.
Well, they really did have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Left fielder coming in, lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th, and that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. He's set, and the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
And it's 1-2. One run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Nationals. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. On to the bag with it himself is Vato, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Nationals 1 and the Reds nothing. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eugenio Suarez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Eugenio Suarez.
First offering on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Eaton is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Moustakas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Moustakas, or just Moose for short. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Now a big swing by Moustakas, but he won't be able to keep this one in play. It's into the seats, foul. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
On a line, that's a base hit.
When you take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home.
That's ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And that's over, 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Grounded to the right. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
That's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Into the box, Nick Senzel. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. He's got it, 1 there, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Now batting, the catcher, Kirk Casale.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Kirk Casale, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no strike.
1-0. Here it is. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
At the plate, number 4. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any sharpness left in his stuff at this point.
Well, the bullpen is active, so we'll see if they make the move soon. Looking to minimize the damage here. Comes set, the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
He has to be greedy, working the outside of this strike zone. He cannot allow this guy to get back in this count, especially with the pitcher on deck.
1-2. Here it is. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The payoff pitch. Towards second. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. We're through 4, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's Starlin Castro. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The third baseman, Starlin Castro.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Castro, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the upper deck and gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Starlin Castro. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Nationals take a 2-1 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate now,
Up next
Ryan
for the
Zimmerman.
As
The first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Here it comes. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Looking up is the left fielder. To the track, to the wall. Gone! So a solo home run here for Ryan Zimmerman, number 14 on the season, and it gives the Nationals a 3-1 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Victor Robles. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1-0 count. Here it is. And he misses low with it. 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
That one's in there. 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Asdrubal Cabrera will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In his career, Cabrera is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Still only 1 out in the inning. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. And he's safe.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Adam Eaton digging in next, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
That's a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Three and 0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So the bases are loaded here with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. On the corner away, a ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Nationals 3 and the Reds 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Number 55.
Thank you, Heidi. Rowena Salias, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here. Travis Jankowski will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Travis Jankowski.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The 1-0 home.
Ball 2. That's right. 2-0.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Robles. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The left fielder, number 33, Jesse Winker.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jesse Winker. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball inside.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder. Joey Votto waits on deck. The 3-1. And right into the shift. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Elias, a Cuban-born ball player. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit softly down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Low with a fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. All even at 2-2. Here it is.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Digging in once again, Eugenio Suarez. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot to left center. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Reds have pulled back to even now, 3 apiece.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno. Number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The batter, number 9.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas.
Mike.
As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
1-2, here it comes.
Ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
It looked like the fastball got away from him there. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Matt Bowman is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Matt Bowman.
Top half of the 6th about to get started. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball right side. Taken in by Votto. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. One out, nobody on. On the ground to the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Now batting, third baseman, Starlin Castro.
In now, Starlin Castro, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Outside.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 3-3 our score with a man on at first and one away. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. The 2-2. And he popped him up. Senzel is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
The batter, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Digging in and looking for more, Ryan Zimmerman. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
Ball, 1 strike.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. He had a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1 left for Washington. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece. Tanner Rainey enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for Washington, number 21, Tanner Rainey.
Bottom of the 6th inning now. The right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next.
Nick Castellanos.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating a changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate, Nick Senzel, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Josh Valley.
Striding in, Kurt Casale, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch on its way. Slider laid off for a ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And this pitch misses to the Reds catcher. Now 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
So now to the plate, number 4. And he lays off there, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-0 pitch on the way. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Now the 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls. 1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting a fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. This one's flared toward left center. Here comes Robles, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And that's going to break our tie as the runner scores from second to make it a 4-3 ball game.
No pitcher.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
The 0-2 delivery. And it's fouled away.
Come on, Red.
The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1.
Nope.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Come on, Red.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Jesse Winker as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
2-1, here it is.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
He set the payoff pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Reds will be forced to settle for just the one. We're through 6 full. It's the Reds 4 and the Nationals 3. Michael Lorenzen is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Victor Robles.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The pitcher, number 21, Tanner
Wilmer Defoe will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
For Washington, number 1, Wilmer Defoe.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Hey, this offense is employing a serious ground attack on the pitcher. First, he lays down a bunt knock, and now this guy gets an infield single, killing him softly out there.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Lorenzen, 28 years old. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
To the plate now, Adam Eaton. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 4-4 game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Robert Stevenson takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Into the box now, Juan Soto, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
The 1-1 home. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
So coming to the plate, Howie Kendrick. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
2-0 now. The 2-0. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Yeah, and just one pitch after giving up the base knock, he uncorks a wild one and allows him to go to second. That's like giving a guy a double that he didn't even earn. That'll drive you crazy when you're on the mound.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0.
Count 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Nationals lead it 6-4. Daniel Hudson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Daniel Hudson.
Last half of the 7th here, and here comes the first baseman, Joey Votto.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch on its way. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. There to play it is Castro, and he's got it for the first out.
Third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Eugenio Suarez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Number 9, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Chopper to short. Turner has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail it here 6-4. Pedro Strop has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 46, Pedro.
Leading off the inning, Starlin Castro, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
The third baseman, Starlin Castro.
First pitch on its way. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. The Reds entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late-game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Zimmerman. He went deep back in the fifth. He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. Suarez in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
The center fielder, number 16, Victor Robles.
Digging in, Victor Robles, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him, and he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And the pitch. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still lead at 6-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Will Harris will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Michael Taylor is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Batting 9, number 3.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a soft liner, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nick Senzel.
Now batting, Nick Senzel. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Harris is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either. There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
The 2-2. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
At the plate, Kurt Casale. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And it's quickly 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
So now to the plate, number 4. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
1-1.
2 out with the man at first. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. In the air out to left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here. And if you're wondering just who remains on the Cincinnati bench, should they think about making a move, there you get a look at him right there.
Your
Freddie
attention,
Galvis
please.
will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Freddie Galvis.
Right there for strike one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Galvis has just over 100 career home runs to his credit. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Oh, that's off the
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Two down, runners at first and second. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Reds strand a couple. Score remains steady at 6-4. Lucas Sims enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Lucas Sims.
Now at the plate, Michael Taylor.
Leading off for Washington, the center fielder, number 3, Michael A. Taylor.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
2-0 to the National center fielder.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and in to bat is Trey Turner. From the stretch.
That's the ball.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
A runner at first with no outs here.
Steal, runner.
Runner's going. And he fouls this one off. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back. The 1-1 home. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
You got a full count.
Sinker. 3-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box, Adam Eaton, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-0 home.
Nope, up there.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
3-0 now.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Throw over to first, just keeping him close. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. There's one. Back to first, and they won't get them both, but they wouldn't have had any had it not been for an excellent play at first base. And now for Washington, Juan Soto earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Nationals fail to add on here in the 9th. Last chance now for the Reds. They trail by a couple. That's 6-4. Sean Doolittle comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 63, Sean Doolittle.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jesse Winker. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1-0 the count. Here it comes. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Turner loves it. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Ready for another chance? Joey Votto. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
So a runner at first now with one away, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
A 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's go one more time, baby. That's ball.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two-one pitch is a splitter swung on and missed. 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Outside and a full count. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Fouled away.
Come on, you can do it.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. He's set and the pitch. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run
The
over
right
at
fielder,
first base.
number 2.
Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
At the plate now, Nicholas Castellanos. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Doolittle's ready. 0-1 on its way. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Ryan Harper takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Standing in now, Nick Senzel. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base and 2 men gone here in the 9th.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Two and 1. Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Three balls and a strike to the shortstop of the Reds.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So last chance here, and stepping in, Kurt Casale, as he's got a chance to be the hero. Tying run at third, winning run at second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a line drive. That is caught. Oh, my. They'll strand the tying run at third, and the ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. Washington used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Tanner Rainey claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Reds, 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Our paid attendance at Great American Ballpark this afternoon, 42,319. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.